Welcome back. Today, we'll explore the top 5 most valuable United States of America Washington quarter dollar coins in today's auction market. Let's get started. First up, the 1988 Washington quarter dollar with P mint mark, specifically in good condition. We'll explore its history, design features, and most importantly, its current value in today's auction market. So grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. The Washington quarter dollar has been a staple of American currency since it was first minted in 1932. Originally introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, this coin has become one of the most recognized pieces in U.S. coinage. The 1988 Washington quarter is part of the long-running series that features the iconic profile of the first president of the United States on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan. The reverse side of the coin, which remained unchanged until the introduction of the state quarters in 1999, features an eagle with outstretched wings clutching a bundle of arrows and olive branches, a symbol of peace and strength. The P mint mark on the 1988 Washington quarter signifies that it was minted in Philadelphia. Mint marks are an important aspect of coin collecting as they provide insight into the coin's origin. The Philadelphia Mint is the oldest of the U.S. mints, and coins produced here between 1979 and 1989 bear the P mint mark. Coins with the P mint mark are quite common, but their value can still vary based on condition, rarity, and demand in the market. For the 1988 quarter, this mint mark is particularly standard, but it still holds collectible value, especially for those completing a series or a typeset. When we talk about coin value, condition plays a critical role. The grading system ranges from poor to mint state. MS-70 coin in good condition means that the coin is heavily worn, with its design features flat but still visible. For a 1988 Washington quarter, this level of wear and tear is not uncommon, but it does affect its overall value in the market. In good condition, you'll notice significant wear on Washington's portrait. The details of his hair, face, and the lettering may be worn down, and the eagle on the reverse might have lost much of its finer details. However, for many collectors, even a coin in this condition holds historical significance and completes their collection. As of now, the value of a 1988 Washington quarter in good condition typically ranges from $37,000. Yes, you heard that right. In most cases, these coins are worth their face value. However, there are a few factors that can increase its value. However, under normal circumstances, a good condition 1988 Washington quarter with P mint mark is generally valued at or just above its face value in today's auction market. Collectors often seek out higher graded coins when looking to invest in more valuable piercing. Next up, the 1966 Washington quarter dollar with the elusive D mint mark era, especially in fine condition. This coin is a gem in the world of numismatics, and its value in today's auction market might just surprise you. Before we dive into the specifics, let's talk a little about the Washington quarter dollar itself. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932, replacing the standing Liberty quarter. It was originally designed to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The quarter features the profile of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. It's a coin that has seen widespread circulation in the United States for decades, making it a staple in American coinage. Now, let's narrow our focus to the 1966 Washington quarter. This was a transitional period in U.S. coinage. In 1965, the U.S. Mint began phasing out silver from its quarters due to the rising cost of the metal, leading to the introduction of copper-nickel-clad coins. The 1966 quarter is composed of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. What makes the 1966 Washington quarter particularly interesting to collectors is that it was produced without a mint mark. This was a deliberate decision by the U.S. Mint to discourage the hoarding of coins, as people were collecting coins based on their mint marks due to the shift away from silver. However, some 1966 quarters have surfaced with D mint mark, which should not exist for this year. This era makes the coin a rare find and highly sought after by collectors. The presence of the D mint mark on a 1966 Washington quarter is a significant minting error. The D typically indicates that a coin was minted at the Denver Mint. However, as mentioned earlier, 1966 quarters were not supposed to carry any mint mark, regardless of where they were produced. This error could have occurred due to a leftover die from 1964. When quarters did carry mint mark, such an error is incredibly rare and adds substantial value to the coin, especially for collectors who focus on minting anomalies. When discussing coin values, condition is key. The 1966 Washington quarter with the D-era mint mark in fine condition is the focus of our discussion today. In numismatics, a fine condition typically means that the coin shows moderate wear. The details on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers might be worn down, but the overall design is still clear. A coin in fine condition is not as pristine as an uncirculated one, but it still holds significant value, especially when considering the rarity of the era. Now, let's talk numbers. The value of a 1966 Washington quarter with D-era mint mark in fine condition can vary widely depending on the current demand, the specific auction, and the interest of potential buyers. As of today's market, such coins have been known to fetch prices ranging from $34,000 in auctions, depending on the factors I just mentioned. The range is wide because of the rarity of this mint era and the condition of the coin. If the coin is in better condition, it could command a higher price. Similarly, if a particular auction attracts more competitive bidding, the price could soar even higher. The 1966 Washington quarter dollar with a D-mint mark era is a fascinating piece of numismatic history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious enthusiast, understanding the value and significance of this coin can deepen your appreciation for the world of coin collecting. Its rarity and the intrigue surrounding the era make it a valuable asset in today's auction market. Next up, the 1967 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark in good condition. How much is this coin worth in today's auction market? Let's find out. First, a little background. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1967, America was in the midst of the Vietnam War, and the coinage was evolving due to the removal of silver from circulating coins just 2 years earlier. This made the 1967 quarter a fully clad coin, no silver content, composed of copper and nickel. 1967 Washington quarter is notable for its absence of a mint mark. This was part of a strategy by the US Mint to discourage hoarding, which was prevalent at the time. When it comes to valuing any coin, condition is key. Grading ranges from poor to perfect uncirculated MS-70 and 1967 quarter in good condition classified as is well worn but still identifiable. The details of Washington's bust and the eagle on the reverse are visible but heavily worn. While higher grade quarters can fetch significant prices, coins in good condition tend to be more modest in value, but that doesn't mean they're worthlessly. Let's talk dollars. In today's auction market, a 1967 Washington quarter without a mint mark in good condition typically sells for around $45,000. However, the final price can vary depending on the specific auction, buyer interest, and even the historical significance of the sale. Some collectors may pay slightly more for a well-preserved coin with good eye appeal or for completing a set, but generally, this is a coin that holds more historical than monetary value, especially in lower grades. For collectors, the 1967 Washington quarter represents an era of transition. It's a coin that tells the story of a nation, and while it might not be the most valuable in your collection, it's certainly one of the most interesting. If you have one in good condition, it's worth holding onto as a piece of numismatic history. Next up, the 1995 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark, and in a unique color shade condition. The Washington quarter dollar series has been in circulation since 1932, featuring George Washington on the obverse side. The 1995 quarter, struck at the Denver Mint, is one of the later releases before the series saw significant changes in 1999 with the introduction of the state quarters program. While a typical 1995 D quarter in circulated condition may not fetch a high price, things change when the coin is in a unique condition like a color shade variation. These coins can develop distinctive tones due to environmental exposure, storage conditions, or even during the minting process. So, what is the value of a 1995 D Washington quarter in color shade condition in today's auction market? The truth is, it depends on the specific shade and overall condition of the coin. Coins with an attractive or rare color shade can sell for a premium. In some auctions, a 1995 D quarter with a strong, visually appealing color shade might go for anywhere between $20,000. However, if the toning is particularly unusual or aesthetically pleasing, it could fetch even higher prices. For example, recent auction data shows that a 1995 D quarter with striking rainbow toning sold for over $25,000, while more subtle color variations typically land in the $33,000 range. Several factors influence the value of these coins in the market. The rarity of the toning pattern, the overall eye appeal, and the coin's grade all play significant roles. Generally, collectors are willing to pay more for coins with vibrant, evenly distributed toning that enhances the coin's appearance. On the other hand, coins with less attractive toning or those that are heavily worn might not see as much demand. It's crucial to have your coin evaluated by a professional if you believe it has unique toning. If you're looking to sell a 1995D Washington quarter with color shade toning, consider getting it graded by a reputable service like ONGC. A certified grade can significantly increase buyer confidence and the final auction price. Also, choose the right platform for selling. Online auction sites like eBay or specialized coin auction houses can be great options. Ensure you take high-quality photos that accurately capture the coin's toning and any other key details. Next up, the 1984 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark, but with a bit of a twist. This particular coin is in dirty condition, and we're going to explore its value in today's auction market. So, if you've got one of these coins lying around or you're just curious about its worth, stick around. Let's first break down what we mean by D mint mark. The D indicates that the coin was minted in Denver, one of the United States Mint's primary facilities. Coins from this mint can sometimes carry a bit more value depending on their condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. Now, let's talk about condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition of 10 fetch the highest prices at auction. However, many of the quarters we encounter in circulation, like the one we're discussing today, are in what's dirty or well-worn condition. This means the coin has been handled extensively, leading to the accumulation of dirt, grime, and general wear over time. So, how does this condition affect the coin's value in the world of numismatics? Condition is everything. A coin in poor condition is generally worth less than one in pristine condition. However, there are exceptions, especially if a coin has historical significance, a unique era, or is part of a key date set. Now, let's focus specifically on the 1984 Washington quarter with the D mint mark in dirty condition. On the surface, you might think this coin wouldn't hold much value due to its condition, but that's not necessarily the case. In fact, these coins can still fetch a decent price at auction, especially if they have any unique features or if the demand for quarters from this era is strong. Let's dive into the auction market. In recent years, the interest in quarters from the 1980s has seen a slight uptick. While the 1984 quarter is not rare by any means, its value at auction can vary significantly depending on a few key factors. Recent auction data shows that a 1984 Washington quarter with a D mint mark in dirty condition can sell for anywhere between $45,000 depending on the level of interest from collectors at the time. While this might not seem like a lot, it's important to remember that these coins were mass-produced and are still relatively common. The value in dirty condition is more tied to its silver content, overall demand, and whether the coin has any unique characteristics that might attract a collector. One of the interesting things about dirty or worn coins is that sometimes collectors are looking for coins that tell a story. The wear and tear, the dirt and grime, it all adds character to the coin. While a pristine, shiny quarter might fetch a higher price, there's a market for those that show signs of having been in circulation for decades. Collectors often seek out these coins to complete a collection, especially if they're focused on gathering every possible mint mark and year variation of the Washington quarter series. So, if you're considering selling your 1984 quarter, it's worth checking out a few auction sites or even visiting a local coin shop to get an idea of what it might be worth. Next, if you're planning to sell it at auction, make sure to take clear, high-quality photos. Highlight the mint mark and any unique features. Finally, do some research on recent auction prices for similar coins to set realistic expectations. Don't forget to subscribe for more coin collecting tips and insights. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.